everybody! What is up, my fellow Robsteners? It is Saturday, and I am Emily, and hopefully you will enjoy this video. And yeah, so this week is a Rob week, so I am standing behind one of my favorite Rob posters in my room, because I have so many. I love it. He's so sexy. Mwah. I love him so much. And I'm wearing my Rob shirt, Sam Bradley. Oh yeah. So this week it is about Remember Me, one of my favorite Rob films, and also we have to come up with a three-step, count it 3, 1, 2, 3 step Rob dance, and I'm gonna show you that right now because I know for a fact I'm gonna just not have time at the end of do it reverse. So here we go. The first step is what I call the hair swoop, which is basically very simple. It's this. Okay? The second step is what I call the kiss of death, which is in honor of one of my favorite Robsten interviews way back, way back when they were doing promotion for their first Twilight movie in France, when Rob was asked to give, to demonstrate the technique for a good movie kiss, which is basically a little something like this. And you have to do the sound effect or else it wouldn't work. Just okay? And then the third and final step is what I call the Rob jiggle, which is in honor of his little, I don't know what he was doing or what kind of frame of mind he was in, but obviously he was in a kind of like a whoop kind of mind. But behind the scenes, Eclipse, while they were filming the fight training scene, he decided to start to jiggle, which is what I call it, the Rob jiggle, which is, you can stop your fingers too. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. I just, out of like instinct, I guess, it's just, so you put them all three together and you can mix it up. It doesn't really matter. You do, So do it at parties, you know. You just, out of nowhere, you're just doing this, you know, doing the Mona. Oh yeah, you just pop it and then all of a sudden you go BAM! And people are like, what? What was that? You just say, Rob kiss of death. Don't even. Back away. I'm too cool for you. The move is too cool for you. Don't even. So, yeah. Hope you like that dance move. So, let's get on with the Remember Me questions, shall we? Like I said, Remember Me is one of my favorite Rob films next to The Bad Mother's Handbook and Water for Elephants. So, yes, here we go. What did you think about the movie and the ending? I thought the movie itself was just beautiful. I was speechless after, like, coming out of the theater. I just couldn't speak. I'm sorry, I'm playing with my hair. It's like really hot in here. Oh, by the way, if you can hear that noise, it's my fan. That's, yeah. So that's why I'm like, it also doesn't help that I'm wearing a black shirt. Oh my god. Anyway, so the movie, the phrase, or it's not really a phrase, it's more like a word coupling that I kind of associate with the movie is heartbreakingly beautiful, because the movie tears your heart out, and it just, it hurts when the first time you see it. It just breaks your heart to pieces, but it is one of the most beautiful films I have ever seen in my entire life, at least in my opinion. But it is a beautiful movie. So, and the ending, just, it is the saddest ending ever, but I love it in many ways, because there's many meanings behind it. And yeah, if Remember Me was based off a book, would I read it? Yes, I would read it. I would read it in a heartbeat. I would buy it, read it, and devour it. And random, my friend actually I found a book, and then she found the book, and it was called Remember Me, but it's about a vampire, and she read it, and she said it sucked. So, random factoid for you there. What's my 3 favorite scenes? There's so many favorite scenes. I can't just pick 3. Anything with Tyler and Aiden is like the best scene ever, especially the one, like Mona said, the one in the cell in the prison when they're in jail. I love that. And also the comfort, Tyler and Aiden when Aiden finds out Allie is Neil Craig's daughter. Yeah, I love that part where he's like, he's got a daughter. Who's got a daughter? The cop who puzzled your face all up. He's got a daughter. I love that little exchange, and yes, I do know it word for word. I am so dedicated. Yeah. Anyway, kind of like how I came up with names from the dance moves, huh? I'm not obsessed. I'm dedicated. What? Okay. And also, another one of my favorite scenes is Tyler and Allie while in the bathroom when Allie's squirting Tyler with the I keep saying oh my god. Okay. With the shower hose. I love that part. And also anything with Tyler and Caroline. I love it. And one of my all-time favorite scenes in the film is the confrontation between Charles and Tyler. It's kind of like, that's kind of where, in my opinion, the movie kind of comes to a head, and it kind of has a turning point, especially with not Tyler's character, but Charles's character. Really big turning point from his character. And I also love when Tyler defends Caroline when she goes back to school and she has to deal with those evil little girls. Evil little little bitches. They're just because Rob isn't their older brother. That's why they, yeah. Anyway, my favorite quote from the film by far is, Gandhi said, whatever you do in life will be insignificant, but it's very important that you do it because no one else will. Random. Not the whole quote, just part of the quote is actually my senior quote in my yearbook. So yeah, random little thing there. Another one of my favorite quotes is, our fingerprints don't fade from the lives we touch. That is one of the most beautiful quotes, and I think ever. And also anything Aiden says basically is an awesome quote. Anything Tyler says is awesome. Anything those two guys say is fucking amazing. So yeah. What is my favorite character? My favorite character, like all the other girls, is Tyler, and Allie, and Aiden, and Caroline. Those are my the foursome. I love them. I love all four of them. My least favorite character, it used to be a tie between Charles Hawkins and Neil Craig, but after seeing the movie as many times as I've seen the movie, I like Charles a lot more than Neil. I do not like Neil Craig at all. Or those little bitches that kept picking on Caroline either. So, yeah, little whores. Anyway, and that leads me to my next question, which is, would you rather have Charles Hawkins as your father or Neil Craig? I'm going to try and shorten this little answer because I get really into this because, yeah, let's go. Okay. I personally would much rather have Charles Hawkins as my father than Neil, because Neil is a little too overprotective. Like, I get why he's so overprotective because of what happened to his wife, and he's afraid that what happened to his wife could happen to his daughter. I completely understand that, but I don't think it doesn't really give him the right to kind of hover over her, over everything she does. I mean, I would understand if she was like 17 or 18. But the fact that she's in her early 20s, I think he can kind of back off and realize that she's mature enough to make her own choices and know what's right and what's wrong. Charles, on the other hand, is very distant from his children, mostly because of what happened with his oldest son, Michael. So he's kind of afraid that if he gets too close to his children, that he might push them in a direction that could lead to their early demise, like Michael. But in the film, you can see by the ending that Charles's character changes, which is what I like to see, is characters change from, like, in the beginning, you don't necessarily like the character, but by the end, you see that they've changed and they're trying to be a better person, and that's what Charles did. He changed through the film, whereas Neil didn't really change, so that's why I like Charles's character a lot more than Neil's, and I'd much rather have Charles as a father than Neil. not that Neil is at all a bad parent. It's okay to, you know, want to know where your kids are, but I think there's just a kind of like a line that you shouldn't cross with like privacy, like going through your child's stuff and calling all your cop buddies, being like, where is she, blah blah blah. So I much rather have a father that's there but not really there than a father that's there all the time, up my ass, trying to, you know, get into my life and everything, you know. So yeah, there you go. That's like a shortened little rant about that. So if you didn't follow me, I'd much rather have Charles as a father than Neil. There you go. If I could trade places with any character, who would I trade? Who would they be? I'd trade places with Allie, even though she does lose Tyler. But in my opinion, she had Tyler for, you know, she should treasure the time she had with Tyler. And even though it is sad that she did lose him, I do believe that it means something, and I would treasure that if I was Allie. So I wouldn't mind being Allie, even though it is sad. So yeah. And final question, would I change anything about the movie? Absolutely not. Because if you change anything, any scene, if you take anything out, if you add anything in, I think, especially if you take away the ending, I think that it will just ruin the whole message of the film, which is, ties in with the tagline of the film, which is live in the moments, which is what you should do. You should live as hard and as fast and as amazing as you can, because you don't know what will happen next. You know, today could be the best day of your life, and then in just a split second, everything could just be in tatters and in shreds, which is what the movie shows. Like, 1 minute, it could be like the best moment of your life, and then the next, everything is just gone and shattered. And I think if you take away the ending, if you take away any bad scene that happens or transpires in the film, it just takes away from the whole outcome. It just takes away from the film, and I think I would have felt a lot differently coming out of the film if it was if it was at all different from the original. So yeah. So basically, I wouldn't change a damn fucking thing. Okay? So yeah. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry it's kind of long, but oh well, what do you expect from me? So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.